Alrighty, hello my friends, Ruben Obed here, transmitting live from Dorado, Puerto Rico, and I'm here to show you guys a gem that I found a couple of weeks ago on YouTube, and this is a video by a man by the name of a YouTuber, Bob Gomez Jr. I'm gonna switch the camera over so you guys can see his site. All right, and that's Bob Gomez Jr. Firstly, Bob, I gotta tell you, I gotta applaud this chart is brilliant. This chart is brilliant. My only criticism is that I tried to download the chart, and on the link that you provided, for some reason it is not available. So what I did is I took a screenshot of the video, but that's just letting you know that that's not working. The chart is brilliant, and let me. I'm gonna look for the chart here for the screenshot so I could give you a close up of what this chart is about. Now, if you go online, right? If you go online, you will see that the charts that are there for 12-volt battery banks, etc. Yes, they give you, 100% state of charge, 12 point whatever, 12.6, 12.7, and that is a chart at rest. You know what I mean? But what happens is that most of the time when we're on, dealing with our batteries, they're under a load. So what happens is, let me see if I can find the chart here so I could share that with you guys. So what happens is that we really, when it's under a load, we really don't know where we're at, basically, because it gets a little confusing. So this man, this is what he did. All right, he devised this chart. Okay, now this chart, on the first line, it tells you the typical information that we find online: 100% charge, 12.7, and 95%, 12.6. So this is, kind of self-explanatory. But he monitored his own system, and what it gives you is, like, in column 2, if you look down here, sorry about that, column 2, right there, it says discharge only. This side of the chart represents what your battery status is under a load. So for example, let's say if I have a certain amount of a load, a fully charged system that is, let's say, almost at 80%, that would be 12.5. The moment you turn the load on, it would be 12.3. You see what I'm saying? So you would have 12.3, you'd be looking at your numbers, but in reality, your battery capacity is at 12.5. So this is the battery status at rest. This is the battery status under a load. Okay, and then he did two additional charts. One is charging 100% more than discharge, and the fourth one charging with no discharge. So basically, when I wake up in the morning, for example, for my battery bank, and when I see that the charger is putting out 13.43, I know that my batteries are at 12.43. You see what I'm saying? So this chart is brilliant. This chart is brilliant. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put the phone like this, since this chart, and this will allow people to take a screenshot of it. Okay. Until Bob updates his. But this chart, this is the only chart like this that I have seen. Okay, now, that being said, Bob, did this chart. He measured, his battery bank. It is not an exact thing, okay? So numbers may vary. He may have had a smaller load or a larger load. But this gives you an approximation that if you have a full system and then you put it on a load and you see that it dropped down to 12.31, well, you know that 12.31 means that it's under a load, but your batteries are actually at 80%. You see, I love this chart, and I have to applaud Mr. Bob Gomez for this chart, because it has helped me a lot with my solar system. You know what I mean? Like, for example, and I'll give you a perfect example. I'm charging my batteries, right? And if you look here on my thing, All right, it's at 12.3 volts. 12.3, okay, coming from the sun. 12.4, I mean 13.4, okay. So now, right now, the sun is giving me 13.4 to my battery. So if we go to Mr. Bob's chart here, let me turn this thing on. Okay, so if we go to his chart, 13.4 is what I'm getting from my solar panels. Right now, we look here at the chart, and we see that 13.4 right here, even though I have a small load on there, but 13.4 would put us right about there, which means that the status of my batteries, if I turn the charger off right now, it would be at about 75%, 12.43. You see what I'm saying? 12.43. So that's why this chart is so great, and I mean, honestly, I had been looking for this type of chart for a while, and there was nothing like it. Some people have these Victron monitors. They're expensive. I don't have one, so I judge my battery state of charge, based on the voltage, which is not that accurate. And people say, oh, well, you could do one of those, check the acid test. I'm not going to be taking off the caps and looking and doing the hydrometer test all the time. It's not practical. You know what I'm saying? It's not practical at all. So this is my system right here. That's 6 deep cycle batteries in parallel. This is my other separate battery. It's got each system. I have a 2,000 watt inverter on it. These are my other inverters when I'm going to run lighter loads. Like at night, I'll turn this big one off and I'll use a small one. And those are my charge controllers, and that's my MT50. Right there, I got my Schumacher charger. Right now, I have it on, because the sun is a little iffy today, so I turned the generator on just to top off the batteries. And then this battery, I'm actually charging it off of that bank. It's a Schumacher 8 amp charger, and and on the roof I have approximately 770 watts of solar, and then this little separate system here has about 80 watts of solar. I'm building this little battery small system up. But anyway, the purpose of this is to mention about that chart. I think that the chart is brilliant. Check him out on his page. I don't know him personally, but I want to publicly thank you for that chart. The only thing I would say is please, if you can, update the photo download of the actual chart, because I had to, in order for me to get it, I had to take a screenshot of the video, and it was a little blurry. So, but anyway, thank you, Mr. Bob. I think Bob Gomez was his last name. Hold on, I know I mentioned your name correctly in the beginning, but anyway, Mr. Bob, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I recommend it. I recommend it. So, take care. God bless, guys. Peace.